Okay, we're doing the My iMaths exercise on adding and subtracting fractions. I'm going to do question 1 in this video. In question 1, the first block of 4 questions is really easy because the denominators are all the same. So remember, when you add or subtract fractions, the denominators have to be the same, and then you just add or subtract the top number, the numerator. So 1/5 times 2/5 makes 3/5. So add the tops, bottom stays as fifths. You can imagine that as slices of pizza. 1/5 of a pizza, so pizza divided into 5 slices. 1/5 of a pizza, one slice plus 2 slices makes 3/5 of a pizza slices. Okay, next one. 8/9 minus 6/9. So you just subtract the top. 8 minus 6 is 2. And the bottom stays the same, 2/9. 2/7 plus 3/7, so add the top to get 5/7, and then 7/8, so just subtract the top. 7 minus 1 is 6, and the bottom stays as 8. Now this one, 6/8, I noticed that I can divide top and bottom by 2 there, so I could reduce that to 3/4. So I'm not dividing it by 2 there, I'm dividing it by 2/2. So I'm not making it smaller by reducing it to 3/4, I'm just writing it in a different form. I'm not sure whether it looks at both answers, but we'll find out in a minute. Okay, question 2. These questions have got different denominators in the two numbers. So those are going to require a bit of working out. So the first one is 1/4 plus 1/2. So flipping to my board, I've got 1/4 plus 1/2. So 1/4 plus 1/2. I noticed that 4 and 2 both go into 4, so I can write them both as fractions out of 4. So I want to rewrite 1/2 as something out of 4, so I can do that by multiplying top and bottom by 2 to get it as 2/4. So I'm not multiplying it by 2 there, I am multiplying by 2/2, which is like multiplying by 1. The fraction isn't getting any bigger or smaller when I convert it from 1/2 to 2/4. So anyway, I've got 1/4 plus 2/4, and then that makes 3/4 because I'm just adding the tops. So there it is, 3/4. And the next one is 23/25 minus 2/5. 23/25 minus 2/5. So I noticed that 25 and 5 both go into 25, so the common denominator is 25, so I want to rewrite my 2/5 as something out of 25. So I notice that 5 goes into 25 5 times, so I've got to multiply by, I'm not multiplying by 5 here, I'm multiplying by 5/5, which is the same as multiplying by 1. So I change my 2/5 into 10/25, and then I've got two fractions that have the same denominator, 23/25 minus 10/25, and then I just subtract the tops. 23 minus 10 is 13, and the 25 on the bottom stays as it is, so 13/25. So I'll just go over to my iMaths screen and fill that in. 13/25. Next question. A third plus 2/9. A third plus 2/9. So I notice that 3 and 9 both go into 9, so I can write both of these as fractions out of 9. So 2/9 stays as it is, but a third I've got to multiply by 3/3 to convert it to 3/9. So a third plus 2/9 is the same as 3/9 plus 2/9, and then I just add the top, leave the bottom as it is to get 5/9. So onto my iMath screen, fill in 5/9. And the next one is 7/10 plus 31/80. 7/10 plus 31/80. So I spot that 10 and 80 both go into 80, so I can write the whole thing as fractions out of 80. So 31/80 is going to stay exactly the same as it was before, but I need to convert 7/10 into something out of 80. So I need to multiply top and bottom by 8 to get tenths into 80ths. So 7 times 8 on the top is 56. So 7/10 is the same as 56/80ths. And again, note that I didn't multiply by 8, but I multiplied by 8/8, which is just like multiplying by 1. The number isn't getting any bigger or any smaller. Anyway, so that's 56/80ths plus 31/80ths. Add up the tops, 87, 56 plus 31. Add up, don't add up the bottoms, leave the bottom as 80ths. So 87/80ths, that's a top-heavy fraction, so I'm going to ask myself the question, how many 80s can I get out of 87? The answer is 1, with 7 left over, so it's 1 and 7/80ths. So I'll just fill that in on my iMath screen, 1 and 7/80ths. Mark it, see how we did, and that's satisfying.